afternoon decluttering a few specific areas in my house. It's been a little while since I have done this, and there's definitely some places that have fallen out of organization and have some things that we no longer need in the house just sitting there, not being utilized. But before we get started on decluttering, the first thing that I always like to do before I declutter is just put everything that already has a place in its place. So there's some things that I need to just throw away, get rid of, do the dishes, put all of those away, and just get everything tidy and in its place before I dive into decluttering. Because if you organize something before everything that is supposed to be there is there, then the system is gonna fall apart when you put everything away. So I have to get to work on that before we dive into actually decluttering. It's not perfectly clean by any means. There's still a lot more that I could do with that, but at least everything is kind of in its place and I can get to decluttering now. And whenever I declutter, I like to just focus on little areas. So most of our homes have areas that kind of collect stuff that we don't need or that we don't utilize most of the time. So like closets, entryway closets, under the stairs, in the basement, all of that kind of thing. And just focusing on those little areas instead of like thinking that you have to declutter the entire house all at once is really helpful. So yes, I will be tackling a few of those different areas today, but if you just want to do one of those areas, that is perfectly fine. The first area that I'm diving into is this closet in a laundry room. It's really chaotic. It has a bunch of camping stuff for Pebble. I see some wrapping paper, our Christmas tree is in here. I don't think our Christmas tree needs to be in here. I don't know why that is not in the basement. There's also a bunch of tools. So I'm gonna get this all organized and try to take out some things that don't need to be there and just see what we can do with it. See if there's anything we can get rid of. Make it a little bit more functional because it is a mess right now. So much better. We have all of the camping stuff in the corner here. We have tools right here. We have a battery set right there. Pebble's little cardboard carrier, which is the only one that we have for her because we don't really take her anywhere, is in the corner. And I took a bunch of stuff out that I'm now going to move to other places where it makes more sense to have. Okay, I'm now going to be moving on to these bins that we have underneath our coffee table and just going through and seeing if there's anything that we can get rid of or a better way we can organize it. But before I do that, I did just want to touch on some quick reasons as to why you should declutter. Because I feel like we all know that we should, but really it is so motivational to actually know the benefits of doing so. For me, one of the biggest benefits is just like saving you time and mental energy. When you have so much stuff all over the place and you don't have a place for everything, it makes cleaning really, really hard. It makes finding things really hard. Like if you have a million clothes in your closet that you don't wear, it's really hard to put together an outfit. So just getting rid of those things makes your decisions easier. It makes your life faster. Just everything is just easier when you don't have a bunch of stuff bogging you down. It also can save you money because you don't know what you don't have, so you end up like buying multiple things, and then you have more clutter because you have multiples of the same thing. And it allows you to be able to focus on what's important to you. So you can have the things that you actually enjoy having, and you have places for all those things, and you can utilize those things because you know what's there, you can access it easily, and it just allows you to actually enjoy your life. So those are just the few of the reasons that you might want to consider decluttering if you haven't done it recently. This is definitely one area that I have not decluttered in quite a while, so I'm curious to see what is in here and see what we can potentially declutter. Why there's a massive brick in our closet. I'm gonna just put it in the basement. I don't know. I don't really want to throw it because it weighs a lot, but I can use it as a weight. Pile of donation items growing here, just some books and this Lego set that Brandon put together already. Yes, my husband is kind of a child. And then also this cooler, which I don't see us really ever using this because Brandon has another cooler, so we don't really need two. We are getting rid of some things, and I know that that can be kind of challenging for some people. I'm not necessarily one of those people. There are some things that I do like to hold on to, but for the most part, I'm like, get it out of my house, I don't care. But if you do struggle to let go of things, some tips that I have for you guys are to think about the last time that you used it. If you have not used something in over a year, you do not need that item. Obviously, there are some sentimental items that maybe you want to hold on to, but the reality is you're not going to use the thing. If you haven't looked at it in over a year, probably just get rid of it, or just take a picture of it. Like if it's a sentimental item, obviously, yes, there are some things you don't want to get rid of. If it's a sentimental item and you don't really see yourself ever actually using the item or handing it down to anyone, just take a picture of it, because looking at that picture is going to give you the same emotions as having the thing and pulling the thing out when you declutter every 6 months or something and being like, oh yeah, I have that thing. And then also just really knowing what's actually important to you. So there are some things that maybe mean a lot to you and you just want to hold on to that, and you don't have to feel bad about that. For me, I have a box that's like, it's like a boot box, and I have sentimental items in there. So I have old journals, I have like old photos, little trinkets and things that maybe I got when I lived in Tennessee or someone gave me in college that mean a lot to me. And I'll just keep those things in that boot box. And I don't really ever see that boot box growing to be more than a boot box. And it just keeps it like contained for me. So I don't have mountains and mountains of stuff accumulating that I don't need, that are sentimental items. It just all is contained in that box. Try to keep it limited to the things that are really meaningful to you. That might be books, it might be photos, it might be clothes. It doesn't matter. But know what is meaningful to you and just hold on to those items and let everything else go. I have some stuff that I need to take to the basement, which I think I'll go ahead and do right now. Items in here that I feel like maybe we'll want to get rid of, some things that probably don't need to be in this closet, and then I'm honestly not gonna go through my clothes to see if there's anything I need to get rid of because I barely have any clothes as it is. So if I get rid of more clothes, I'm gonna be naked pretty much. So we don't want that. And obviously I'm not gonna go through Brandon's side of the closet because those are his clothes and I don't know what he wants to get rid of. He also doesn't have a lot of clothes. But I'm just gonna quickly go through here and see what we can get rid of / move to where it actually should be. On my socks and underwear drawer, and I have always been so annoyed at how chaotic it gets in there. So I think I'm gonna real quick pack up everything that I need to take to the thrift store, drop that off, and then run to Dollar Tree and see if there's any kind of little storage type cubes that I can use. I did just measure the drawer. I do need to measure the depth. Forgot about that. 3 inches. So we're going to do that and see if we can come up with some kind of storage solution that's going to work a little bit better than just chucking everything in there and then digging through it when I have to find it. Let's go. Dollar Tree. Literally, I bought all of this for $2.98, which it's not all this. Like I got 2 things technically because this is a bundle. But this is what I got. These only came in packs of 2 and I didn't need 4 of them. So I also got this other one. I kind of wish that all of them could have been this kind, but they only had 1. So not totally perfect, but it will fit in there. Fun fact, I forgot to bring something to measure these with, so I took the measurements from my drawer and knew what I needed, but I didn't bring anything with me to measure. So obviously the Dollar Tree has everything, so I just went and found a ruler and then just measured them there. So worked out good. They're not gonna totally perfectly fit, but when you're like coming up with organization systems, you don't need everything to perfectly fit. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to spend $100 on drawer organizers. Like just use what you have, go to the thrift store, go to the Dollar Tree, find simple ways that you can just make things easier without them being perfect, because none of our lives are perfect, and like these are not gonna fit in my drawer perfectly, and that is totally okay. But I didn't waste a bunch of money on organization systems that are going to be perfect when just okay will do. If you have the money, yeah, go out and spend a ton on that kind of thing. But I don't have the money for that right now, and I still want to have an organized life. And it's okay if I don't spend a ton of money on it. Feeling so good and so organized right now. Does anyone else get like a major dopamine response from donating things? Because I totally do. Like I feel like I get more of a dopamine hit from donating things than buying things. I don't know what that is, but I think it's true for me, which is bad because that means that I end up with nothing in my house, which is actually kind of good, I guess. I don't know. I do have a bunch of stuff in the laundry right now, so I will have a bunch of sports bras to put in here and some more like underwear and socks and whatnot to put in here. But this looks so much better, guys. Oh my god. I have like my nicer bras that honestly I should probably get rid of some of these because I never wear them. And I'll have my sports bras, my underwear, and my socks. And oh my god, it's so much more organized. And then I have like stuff that I don't use as much, like bigger socks and whatnot back there. So feel good about that. Okay, I am done decluttering everything that I wanted to declutter today. I feel super, super good. Is my house perfect? No, there are definitely still areas, some of the areas where I moved things to that we'll definitely need to come back to, but that's really my biggest tip for like decluttering and having a space that is a little bit more clutter-free, organized, is to do this frequently. Like this, I only spent a few hours today and I could have just tackled one closet and just had that be it, spend 30 minutes doing that, and then come back to it when I have time some other time. So doing this frequently, it like seriously saves you in the long run. Like I know that when we move, I'm gonna be so happy that I decluttered these things and that we don't have to move them. And even if you're not planning on moving anytime too soon, it seriously just helps you have so much more mental clarity, and the systems in your house just work so much better when you don't have a bunch of stuff. So hopefully this video was helpful and motivated you guys to declutter your home, or at least clean things up a little bit so that you can just feel better about the space that you're living in. If you are not already, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. We're growing this little community here, and I love having you guys stick around and continue to come back to my channel. If there's anything in particular you would like to see, more decluttering videos, more cleaning videos, more motivational videos, whatever it is, let me know in the comments. Make sure that you like this video, so as that really does help my channel and get these videos pushed out to more people. And I think that is everything that I need to tell you guys. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.